Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 6 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Interpret Box and Whisker Plots. Create frequency tables, stem and leaf plots, and repeatable line graphs. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I am on the grade 6 math. The chapter we are on right now is data and graphs. Let's just start with the lesson that is interpret box and whisker plots. A healthcare organization is trying to reduce waiting time by patients with appointments. This box and whisker plot shows the result. What is the range? So the minimum value is 35. The minimum value is 10. The maximum value is 35. We need to find a range, so you have to do maximum value minus the minimum value. 35 minus 10, so that is 25. The range is 25. Let's just start with the test questions. Two soccer teams noted the weekend play time for each of their players over the season. These box in which the plot shows the result. Which team has the maximum value that is higher? Team 1 has the maximum value that is 120, and team 2 has the maximum value that is 100. So team 1 has the higher maximum value. Option number 1 is the correct option. Brad wants to buy a new car and is curious to see what the price difference is at dealerships in different countries nearby. The box in which the plot shows the result. What percent of the new cars cost less than 18,000? Less than 18,000. Here is 20,000, right? That is 0% because here is 18,000, right? So 18,000 is at the 0%. So the correct option is 0%. An English teacher tracks the length of the student's essays. The box and whisker box shows the result. What is the value of the upper quartile? What is the value of the upper quartile? That is 1000 option, and the one is the correct option. An auditor at a utility company is going over customers' bills from June, ensuring that they were charged the right amount of gas they used. This boxing is cannot show the result. What is the lower quartile? An auditor at a utility company is going over customers' balls from June, ensuring that they were charged the right amount of the gas they used. What the box and whisker plot shows the result. What is the lower quartile? So which is the correct option? The lower quartile is 180. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is create frequency tables. Let's just start with the next lesson. Soccer coach asked the members of her team how many times they played soccer last week. Let's just start with the test questions. Group, a candy store employee, placed peppermint candies into jars of various sizes. Fill in the missing number, so the value between 121 to 140. There is 121 to 140. Just compare that is 1. So the missing value is one option. Jody found out the sizes of all the clubs at her school. Use the data to complete the frequency chart below. Fill in the missing number. Fill in the middle to find the frequency of 8. That means how many times it appears in the given data. 1, 2, 3. So it appears 3 times. The correct option is Marvin counted the pages in each box on his English class required reading list. So, number of pages you need to find the missing number 61 to 80. 61 to 81, 2, 3, 4. The correct option is mm, between 61 to 80, right? 181, 2. Only two options. The one is the correct option. That is the that is 5. Okay, let's just move to the next question. That is a personal trainer recorded how many laps each of her client ran last week. Fill in the missing number. Frequency for one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Option number one is the correct option, that is 4. The elementary school art teacher wrote down how many flower pots each child painted last week. Fill in the missing number. You need to find out the frequency for zero. So that is 1, 2, 3. So the correct option is 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. Jaden counted a number of pair of shoes for sale at each of the shoe store in the mall. So use the data to complete the frequency chart below. The values between 41 and 60. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. The correct option is oh, 41 and 60, not 33 and 37. 55, only one option number one is the correct option. We have only one validity in this range. Our museum curator counted the number of paintings in each exhibit at the art museum. Fill in the missing number 61 to 70. That is one. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself here today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself here today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is stem and leaf crops. The architecture student counted the number of bricks in each building in the neighborhood. How many buildings have exactly 58 bricks? 58. Here is the 5 stem and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that makes 58. 4. The correct option is 4 times. The correct option is 4. Because the stem 8 is, leaf 8 is 4 times 4. Let's just start with the test questions. A crayon factory monitored the number of broken crayons per box during the past day. How many boxes are exactly? 19 broken crayons. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 1, 2, 3, 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. 4 it is. The Food magazine published a listing of local restaurant ratings. How many restaurants were rated at least 37 points but fewer than 55? So at least 37 and fewer than 55 means you have to look at the points that are between 37 and 55. 37 and 55. So here is 10, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 36 not included. 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the correct option is 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. The staff of a game show tracked the performance of all the contestants during the past season. How many people scored at least 43 points? So that would be at least 43, right? And at most it would be any. 43. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 12 is the correct option. how 17? Oh, at least 43, yes. So 44, 45 also included, sorry. PE class participated in a push-up competition and group wrote down how many push-ups each person could do. What is the largest number of push-ups done? So which is the correct option? The largest number of push-ups are 90. Option number two is the correct option. 90 it is. For a science fair project, Charlie tracked the temperature each day. How much many temperature readings were less than 46? The correct option is 6. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is interpret double line graphs. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's just start with the test questions so that we can do more practice questions. The Princeton Post Office monitors the average wait times for its services. How long was the average wait for a change of address on Saturday? So the blue is how long was average wait for a change of address on Saturday? Here is Saturday, and on the Saturday it is 5 minutes. Option number two is the correct option. That is fine. The students at Cass Middle School are raising money for sports equipment. How much money did the eighth graders raise in October? $90 it is. Option number two is the correct option. Some seniors at Greenville High School were asked if they use a pen or pencil to take notes. How many students said they used pen in 1990? 1990. 30 it is. Option number one is the correct option. That is 30. The sport teams at Wild Grove Middle School are raising money for new sports equipment. How much money did the football team raise during October? That is $60. Option number one is the correct option. A dry cleaner in Morristown kept track of how many men and women customers he had each day. How many how many women were customers on Wednesday? Very good. That is 60 customers on Wednesday. Option number two is the correct option. That is 60. Some students were told about the paper they use for note taking. How many students use college rule paper in 1993? Correct option is 80. Option number one is the correct option. An advertising company told a group of high schoolers about how much TV they watch each month on average. On average, how many hours of TV did the girls watch during March? So, which is the correct option? That is 20 hours. Option number one is the correct option. An auto dealer in Milford sells a number of different vehicles. How many trucks were sold during July? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 80. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 6 math. The chapter we were working on is data and graphs. The lessons we have covered today are okay, so we were working on grade 6 math. The chapter we were working on is data and graphs. The lessons we have covered today are interpret box and whisker plots, create frequency tables, stem and leaf plots, interpret double line graphs. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons you just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? No questions?